Hey guys, so today I'm going to be filming a one brand first impression on Vesca. So I have one of every product that they make. They only have 5 products currently, so it was really easy for me to get one of each and not break the bank. And I'm not going to be giving you all the specs on shade range and price and everything. I will have some of that in the description box, but I'm not going to talk through it with you guys because this video would be extra long. And this is a first impression, not a review. But I do want to let you guys know my thoughts on these products once I've tested them more. So I would love to know from you, would you rather just have me review these in a monthly makeup ranking, or should I do a one brand review once I've tested the thing? So please let me know your preference down below. But I'm so excited to try these because Vesca to me is like a cool girl brand. I haven't heard a million people talk about it, but I've heard it mentioned and I've seen it in like really cool pictures on Instagram. Kyla Fish has talked about a few of the products and some other people have as well. I know Rebecca Morgan recently finished up one of the lip oils. So I was just excited to get these products, and I actually did buy a bunch of them from Mercari because a couple months ago, a few of these products were in some BoxyCharms. So I was able to find everything brand new from Mercari except for the highlighter, which I a couple weeks later found in the BoxyCharm pop-up in a shade that I wanted for an incredible price. So definitely check eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, the BoxyCharm Facebook group, the BoxyCharm pop-up shop. Definitely check those places if you're wanting to get Vesca products at a really good price. And again, I was able to get everything brand new. So I am just going to show you really quickly all 5 products that I have. I will be using some other products today to help finish off the look. But first we have the Soft Sun Radiant Skin Primer in Sunrise. I do know that they have 3 primers that are all different tints. The Sunrise is the more yellow tone, warm tone shade. Then I have their Soft Matte Bronzing Powder. This is the second lightest shade called Kissed by Santorini. Smells nice. And I'm gonna be careful with that. I know it's gonna be a little rich, but I just like the tone of that one more than the lightest shade. But then I do have the lightest highlight. The correct name is the Stargaze Luminous Glow Highlight Powder. The lightest shade is called Moonlight. And then I have the Moonlit Dream Cream Shadow. I believe there are 4 shades in here, and I went with the more bronzy color called Carina. And then the last thing I got would be their Lush Glow Creamy Lip Oil in the shade Ginger Lily, which is the warm nude shade. I think there are 6, 7, or 8 shades in this product, which is pretty good. And I think the highlight has 4 shades and the bronzer maybe has 5. I'll have it down below for you guys, but the things I wanted the most were the bronzer, highlighter, and the lip oil. Lip oil was number 1. But then because I was getting these, I was like, well, there's only 5 products. I might as well get these. And I found them for a good price. So that's what I have done. So without further blabbering, let's just start with the product. So I will, of course, be starting with the Soft Sun Radiant Skin Primer and Luminizer and Sunrise. And this is a clean beauty brand as well, which is exciting. And it's just like a little squeeze tube here. Very easy to squeeze out, which is good. So this does have like a slight warm tone pearl. So don't be afraid, this is not too golden tone. I like the consistency of this. It almost feels like Smashbox Primerizer a bit, but I like that it's not too thin and greasy or slippery, which is good because I do have very oily skin. Also, whenever I touch my face, it gets red. And I forgot to bring a washcloth over here. But here's what that looks like on the skin. Did give a really beautiful glow. You know, I forgot, but I was going to do just like half of my face with this, but that's okay. I will test it out more times to be able to get back to you on it. I think that's really pretty, especially the glow here. So very nice. But because like the glow is so subtle, I wouldn't imagine that you would need all three of them. I figured just pick the undertone that you think would be best for your skin. So now I'm going to apply foundation, concealer, and powder, and then be back for the cheek product. I'm going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer for my foundation, Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue concealer for under my eyes, then setting face and under eyes with the Derma Blend Translucent Loose Setting Powder, and then we'll be back. All right, y'all, so we're back. My face is looking very pale for some reason. I guess that this just lightened my foundation more than I realized, but I did try to fix it. I don't know that it helped. I think it just gave me more coverage. I tried to go over it with a dusting of the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Powder Foundation in 10 Porcelain. That's okay. We're just committing to this. So I'm a little nervous about the bronzer. Again, I have the second lightest shade, Kissed by Santorini. So we will be using this today to bronze and to contour. So I'm going to start by contouring with my Morphe M523 brush. I just washed most of my brushes last night for you guys for this video because I didn't want it to affect the way the products were applying, which I really needed it anyway. So it was good timing. And so I dipped in there twice, tried to tap off the excess, but like it's on there. So I'm just gonna stamp it. This has like a little bit of like a cocoa scent, which I like. Okay, good, good, good. Not as crazy as I was thinking. So because of that, I'm going to add a little more, which probably a mistake. I like the color of it though. Okay. So normally I use my my voice just like disappeared. I normally use my e.l.f. stippling brush, but I want to use instead, this is my Sigma F50 Duo Fiber stippling brush. This is new to me, but I think it's being discontinued, but I wanted to get this since the e.l.f. is no longer available either. And it's so funny holding this one in comparison because the e.l.f. handle tapers and Sigma does not. But anyway, now I like to use a stippling brush when I'm applying my bronzer. There we go. I love that cocoa scent. All right, let's see how it looks around the hairline. And I don't usually do this, but we're here, so let's go under the jaw. And let me, while we're here, let me see if this works. I just saw something on TikTok. I think it was TikTok. Maybe somewhere else about applying. No, it was somebody else who's doing a video about TikTok makeup trends. I can't remember, but saying if you put bronzer here, it's supposed to make you look skinnier, but you need to blend it. Which I need that. Since having a baby, I do got some double chin action. But anyway, this is very pretty. I applied it very lightly. I definitely think that this is really pretty tone. And it's definitely a buildable product, which is great. You can see how pigmented it was when I swatched it, which is good. So it's definitely buildable, but I'm really happy with the amount of color that I got from it. I am just gonna blend over it with this Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH13, which I'm swapping in for my Morphe and Jeffree Star JS2 brush. I just have so many face brushes, I need to rotate some of them. So, and this already has some color on it because I used that with the L'Oreal powder. This is such a nice brush. The Morphe Jaclyn Hill brushes are really good. Okay, so now for blush. Vesca does not have any blushes. I would love to see that, but we're not there yet. So I am going to be using this Jouer Blush Duo, and I'm actually going to use this lightest shade, Hold Me. I haven't used this before, and I'm going to use it with my Morphe E4, which is like a dense angled blush brush, because I really want to see how much color this is going to give to the face, because it looks so light even for me. It is powdery though, which is good. It means it should have a lot of product and hopefully some pigment. I mean, there it is with 3 layers, but that's crazy. Now, I did buy this duo for the other side. Okay, no, it's showing up a little better now. What do you guys think? And I just washed this brush as well. I mean, for a light wash of color, I guess. But y'all see I'm white as paper. All right. Okay. Then I'm going to do my highlights, and I'm going to use 2 different brushes because why not? These are both clean. So I have the AOA Studio F19, which is a dupe for the Anastasia highlighter brush. This is from Shop Miss A, and then the Morphe M501. So excited for this. Again, this is the lightest shade, and you can tell it does have a little bit of like depth to it. It's a little bit beigey, and then it has a nice light champagne flash, but it is not silver tone. This is warm, but it's not too gold. I really think that I have high hopes for this. So let's do this Morphe brush first. So you get a good amount of product in the brush. Okay, we're just gonna do 1 layer first, and then the AOA brush. It's a little more subtle than I was expecting. So I'm going to dig back in on both sides. I think you can see the glow. I think it's pretty, but I will tell you, I was expecting a little bit more. So you definitely need to play with that. And I'll pat over it because just for the sake of it. So now I'm going to do a little bit of brow and zoom in for us to do the cream shadow. I will tell you, I'm very nervous about this and I'm not sure the best way to apply this. So definitely let me know in the comments. Okay, so for brows, I just used my Milk Kush Fiber Brow Gel in Haze. And I really like never use liquid shadows, and this is like a squeeze applicator. It's not a doe foot, which would make it easier for me. So I'm trying to decide if it would be best to apply this first or my blending shades first. Sheesh, I'm really not sure. Okay, I guess I'll do one eye with, one eye without, because I'm really just not sure the best thing to do here. So I'm just gonna try applying this by itself first. So I got the shade Carina, which looks like a, woo, too much, a little bit of like a goldeny bronze. So I am going to apply it first with this Luxie 229 taper blending brush. I actually usually use this with concealer, but I think like because of the fibers, this will be something I would rather use with cream than some of my other brushes. That's what the shade looks like. Very pretty. Very pretty. Giving me a little bit of like Maybelline Bad to the bronze vibes. So let's just go. Ooh. Oh my goodness. All right. Very pigmented, nice and metallic. I'm trying to figure out how to fade this, and I honestly think I just got too much. Oh sheesh. Hello? What do I do? What do I do now? Okay. I'm gonna try to wipe off some of the brush and okay. This is total user error. I mean, so pretty though, right? Okay, so now I'm gonna move over to this side, apply Anastasia Birkin is my transition shade. And Bengal in the crease. Okay, just keeping it simple there. And then I'm going to take what I have left on a little flat brush. This one is from ColourPop, but Alamar makes one, Mary Kay makes one. I use them all for the same thing. So it looks like you have a good bit of time before this dries. And you can apply this with your finger as well, but I just know I'm not going to get as precise as I want because I have small lids, hooded eyes. So the brush is definitely the way to go for me. Okay, yeah, this is what I should have done. What was I thinking? I just was worried about blending it, but I think it looks fine. What do you guys think? I think that looks fine. So I'm gonna take a little more of the lighter color Birkin for this inner part of my crease. And just to blend out the edges a bit. Okay, so when I get close up, I feel like this does not look even. It looks like it is like cracked a little bit. Now, I did not put eye primer on, which was an accident. So I will play around with this more to let you guys know, but I'm going to try to apply a second layer with my finger. All of my nails are kind of long right now, so I'm gonna do my best. So I used less product this time, and like it's super thin, which is nice. So let's see how this builds. Whenever I have my little cotton round from applying toner, I always take it with me when I'm doing makeup in case I have something like that where I need to remove it, not with like a towel. So let me get a look at it in my little mirror down here. I do think that helped, but it looks uneven, don't you think? I feel like you have to really get up close to see that it looks uneven. But this was like ridiculous. What was I doing? Like I should have known better. But just applying it with that flat brush on my lid after doing my powder shadows worked really well. So I'm gonna do some mascara and then we'll try out the lippy. Okay, so now we have the thing that I am most excited for. That would be the lip oil. I've tried a lot of lip oils over the past couple months and I'm just excited to see how much opacity this has, what the texture feels like. I already know I'm gonna love the color. This is definitely my type of shade. So it has a larger doe foot applicator. So this does have a good amount of color, which is nice. Again, my lips are very lightly pigmented, so most lippies show up on me very well. Like a slight, I know that was weird, a slight floral scent, but a little bit of a taste, but it dissipates very quickly. It's like floral candy, but very light. And it's super smooth. As you can see, it's very easy to rub my lips together. But this is a little bit thick, but it feels slippy. So I tried the Rare Beauty Liquid Lip Balm and I really hated that texture. This is not the same. This is a little bit better. It's not quite as waxy, but similar. It's like the Rare Beauty was like so close to liking them. So far I do like this one. Comparing this to like the Rowan Liquid Lip Balm, which is my favorite, that one's like a little thinner. It's like, you guys have to try this. This is a very interesting texture on the lips. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna just be doing this forever. It's a very interesting texture. I like it, and I like this color a lot. I think it's super pretty, very natural. but like it gives a good amount of color, and this is the lightest shade, and they do have some like very deep colors, so I'd be interested to see what that would look like. Depending on what I thought about the formula of this, I was thinking of getting the next shade up, which is like a cool tone pink color, but we will just see. But I like this. I think this is very nice. Okay, so here's what the final look looks like. Don't look at this eye, okay? Just like, let's look over here. So for my initial thoughts on the products, the primer I think is very nice. It is not as oily or greasy as I thought it might be, so I really like the texture of this. Gave a very pretty glow, but it wasn't too metallic. It did not look like a liquid highlighter. Then for the bronzer, I do really like the shade of this. I do think it was buildable. It blended nicely. I really like the way that this looks on me. The highlighter is pretty, but a little more natural than I would be wanting. Again, like I can see it, but I really like a Wabam highlight. But I think I can come around to this. I think I probably just need to play with it a little bit more, and I don't really need to like blend it out. It doesn't give a stripe on my face, which is nice, but yeah, I was just expecting it to be a little bit more blinding. The cream shadow is my least favorite, but again, this is like user error over here. I really don't know what I was thinking. It is nice because this does dry down absolutely completely and very quickly, so I really do love that. It did apply very easily with a brush, but like I said, when I get close up, I can see that it looks a little bit cracked and not even, which is very odd when I applied it with this packing brush on this eye. I'm surprised by that. Using the blending brush, I'm not so surprised, although I was like thinking that might sheer out nicely, but it did not work that way because it's a metallic. But I am happy with how it looks over here. Far away, again, close up, I can see that it has the cracks in it. And then the lip oil, I really like the color. It does not feel heavy, does not feel sticky. Very smooth, but it does have a little bit of thickness to it. Like I said, it's just an interesting texture. I feel like I'm gonna be sitting here like all day, but I enjoy it so far. I like the color. So overall, I am pretty impressed. Definitely will be playing with these things more to give you some final thoughts. And again, please let me know if I should just review these in a monthly makeup ranking, or if I should do a dedicated video to reviewing the products. I would go through all the shades and give you like all the specs on everything. So let me know if you think that would be helpful or it's not necessary because I've done this video. Just let me know which way you would like to hear my final thoughts, and that's what I will bring to you guys. And I would love to hear your thoughts. If you tried any Vesca products, in the comments down below, let me know what things you've tried, what shades you've tried, if there's anything else I need to try. If you have recommendations for different ways I can apply these products, please let me know your thoughts on all of that down below. And let me know if there are any other makeup brands that you feel are not talked about enough that I should try out. I always think of Vesca as like a cool girl brand, and I really want to be a cool girl, and you know, it hasn't worked out for me with some other brands, but I am very happy with most of the things that I've tried here today. So anyway guys, I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.